What do you think our podcast can reach audience retention? 25,
Well, I
30%?
hope we're not gonna get to nail art that quickly. I was hoping at least for like season 3 or 4, like maybe. Hello, everyone.
Hello and welcome to the first episode of Zorka.Agency podcast, your
Yeah.
guide to influencer marketing. And here we talk about the latest news, updates, and trends that we see on the market. I'm Vladimir, Analyst in Zorka.Agency, and I'm glad that here with me today my colleague Ilya, who's the head of our strategy team. And so we are very proud to launch what we think could be the way for us to give you some added value, in-depth look, something that we feel can bring you a little bit closer to influencer marketing, give you something that you haven't heard before, and to make it informative for you as a decision maker, or maybe you're just a person who is interested in IM. And so basically today's podcast is dedicated to social media updates and the latest news, and I believe we can start with it. I'll read the news because it's okay, and we will discuss then what's going on the market and how it can affect the industry. So the first news is that Meta says that it's on track to double the amount of AI recommendations in user feeds. So according to Meta, right now, as of today, more than 20% of the content displayed on people's Facebook feed has been recommended by the AI system, while the Instagram AI recommendations are now something about 40% of the content show. Yeah, so you see that with the arrival of TikTok,
Yeah.
somehow changed the approach of recommendations. Yeah. So we are highlighting top performing categories. So what do you think? My personal opinion is that right now Facebook and Instagram, are now moving into that direction. They are more becoming entertainment network than just a social media.
That's right. I feel like the social media are definitely getting TikTokified, if I may. I feel like TikTok is definitely the reaper that comes for all the old school, sort of like based on recommendation and your friends type of social media. People are nervous. I feel like Zuckerberg is nervous. I feel like all social media are like trying to find the best way to uh, mine the data that it had and repeat the success of TikTok. I don't think it's gonna be that well. Let's see. I mean, Instagram might have a better chance on using AI recommended feeds. Facebook is at where it's already a mess. I feel like it's losing followers left and right, especially the younger audience, which it needs if it wants to maintain the ad revenue. So let's see.
Yeah, because the second use is also about Instagram, and you know, um, I'm happy now because finally, Instagram launched one of the most requested feature updates. They're giving us the ability to add up to 5 links in their bio, not one, not two, not three,
Yeah.
5. And you can see right now that even our Zorka.Agency official page on Instagram has lots of links, and it's expanding its capacity to drive traffic. It's good news for us, but do you think it's bad news for
Yeah.
some services?
RIP link tree. Well, first of all, follow us on Instagram. That goes without saying. On YouTube as well. Yeah, it's definitely a feature that's been requested for a long period of time. I feel like, I mean, once again, as you said before, there are services which benefit just for the lack of the feature, like Linktree, for example, and its competitors. I don't know how well they're going to be able to replicate the success because Linktree, aside from offering a mobile sort of like page with links, it also offers some analytics, some statistics, some design. And as of right now, Instagram just offers sort of like 5 data points instead of one. So it's a great feature, it's a great data, but I don't think it's gonna rock the world that greatly.
But definitely will help specialists who work in influencer marketing, to discuss with influencers. Let's add our link in the bio, for 24 hours and more for 44 hours, because lots of influencers have their own main bio. They don't want to add lots of other stuff in it, even in their link tree. And we saw drop of CTR in this case, but now it's available for us to jump into their bio, and it's good for maybe some not only performance campaigns, but for branding, sponsorships as well. And speaking about um, feed and reels and everything in it, and TikTokization, as you heard.
Yeah.
So Instagram has announced new updates for Reel, and they are about how to help creators, to follow the latest trends in order to maximize their viewer engagement. So they added new discovery element, which will enable creators to find the latest trending audio hashtags within Reels specifically. So through Reels trend, you can see it's available on professional dashboard. Well, creators are able to see what audio is driving the most interest at any given time, along with hashtag trends and users insights. And it's really look like TikTok, but I believe that TikTok has more powerful tool. But it's
Yeah.
like trend. It's you can
For
speak
sure,
about
yeah.
it.
I mean, all this that is definitely a long time coming because I feel like just with with Clubhouse, a lot of competitors rush to launch a similar product without understanding what made the product pop in the first place. And with Clubhouse, sort of like it's nobody talks about this anymore. But TikTok is definitely here to stay at least for a couple of years. So with Reels and YouTube Shorts as well, we might mention because we're gonna be talking about them quite shortly. I feel like what's missing here is that sort of like the creators comes first and they come first and advertisers come first. So for example, Reels as of right now still doesn't allow to add links to the videos, which is why they can be tracked as well as stories might be. So which is why more clients, at least more brands, at least in our experience, they tend to favor stories still as Reels, even though Reels offer all those opportunities. It's still stories still offer more options to track the efficiency of the campaign. And I feel like until YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels offer more monetization options and opportunities for bloggers, I don't think the format is gonna be that popular.
Yeah, but basically, I believe that Facebook and especially Instagram, it's moving alongside TikTok with more focused on entertainment content. It's more performing, uh, and we go in that direction. And it's off top, but lately, yesterday, I've just tapped F1 account on TikTok and just some Ferrari
Yeah.
videos, and especially Charles Leclerc. And just imagine today I have feed full of Formula One content. It's happened right here. So TikTok algorithm and how it finds AI recommendation based on only my one day. It's amazing. So
Yeah.
we jump into the second social media,
Sure.
YouTube, and finally, YouTube brings Shorts functionality on each platform into line. It's not the major update, but now Shorts creators that I work on iOS can now select specific frame to act as a thumbnail, yeah, because it was the function, the feature that was available only for Android users. But now YouTube also enables creators that work on Android to reply comments these shorts that was
Yeah.
only available for iOS users. So they mesh this feature, and I see that YouTube Shorts on the market, on influencer marketing, are becoming more and more. Powerful tool for campaigns, and I know Ilya that you've recently made research about shorts, and you can share with us some, options that you
Sure, sure,
found,
sure.
or
Of
some
course, a lot
insights.
of
Yeah,
yeah.
insights.
Of course, a lot of this is under NDA, but yeah, essentially, I need to shout out as sort of like several other brands and agencies who've done a lot of like background technical work on analyzing how shorts are, sort of like how they work, how do they function. As you said before, yeah, they introduce comments. It's funny you mentioned that. Right now, if you watch them on PC or on a tablet, the comments go to the side rather than over the video, which is so nothing stops you from continuing to watching the shorts still. And unlike TikTok, Shorts doesn't allow you to scroll through the video. You're supposed to watch it uninterrupted, which is also I feel like a couple of interesting differences. Again, back to sort of like back to Reels and Shorts altogether. It's definitely AI powered. It's definitely trying to tap on that TikTok success with sort of like uninterrupted feed of fun and entertainment, sort of like trying to decipher what the next dance is, what the next song is, what the next sound or like I don't know meme is. It's interesting to think about the way introducing shorts specifically benefits or doesn't benefit existing vloggers. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are wary of jumping on the shorts bandwagon straight away because one of the more important statistics they have, one of the more important metrics they have is the view depth and sort of like how long the videos are viewed. And shorts, especially since they're under 1 minute short, really messes up that statistics. So from our experience, a lot of popular and well-to-do bloggers, they usually create separate channels just for shorts. So it's going to be, I don't know, PewDiePie, for example, and then it's going to be PewDiePie Shorts. So it's all a different YouTube channel altogether. Not all of them, not all of the bloggers' audience may move to that channel, but and AI is trying to like modify this result. But let's see what happens.
And you may also heard that YouTube announced that it's rolling out its new ad formats with short form features,
Yeah.
shorts, and so basically they are expanding shorts into its video reach campaigns. You may not know what is video reach campaign, but within this update, advertisers can now upload 60-second vertical video in order to reach engaged viewers. And from my experience, when I've tracked a lot of Genshin Impact shorts, I found that basically they were interested in channels that who mainly make YouTube shorts only, or make 50% of long-term videos with and 50% of shorts. So I believe shorts will be sooner or later become the core of some influencer marketing campaigns. Leah, I when I prepared to this podcast, I found a video on YouTube that trends on YouTube. Yep, latest trends on YouTube. So let's discuss some of them. First of all, it's VTubers. I
Yeah.
know that we see VTubers in Twitch, yeah, especially in anime related content. But now, as YouTube speaks, this trend is maximizing on YouTube, yeah, especially in Japan.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's definitely sort of interesting. Japan is known for its horrors, and I feel like it's more of an expected turn. But yeah, lost footage, once again, something authentic, something real, or at least that seems authentic, is actually quite popular. I feel like the next trend we've discussed is wash day routine. Is also just one of those things where it's like, it's purposefully, unedited. It's purposefully not extremely like glorified, or the way you're preparing for a video just the way we did try their best to prepare for the video. It's more about sort of like your day-to-day activity, or once again something so exciting, so interesting, you don't really need to come up with a lot of effects or maybe plots. So like it's just scary, and that's enough, or like maybe just fun, and that's enough. So I feel like all of this is about trying to search something fun and authentic away from the uber edited YouTube videos we've seen before.
You know what's fun about when I saw these trends, like wash day routine? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's popular in the US and followed by India, Turkey, and Great Britain. It's not about that, okay, this particular trend. It's more about that YouTube and creators are more focused on health and wellness right now than they did years ago. And yeah, maybe like not wash day routine is a trend, but health and wellness for especially new generation is a broader phenomena that is increasing popularity on YouTube. One of
Yeah.
the trends that I searched for is nail art. Yeah,
Mm,
it's funny that we can discuss nail art, but it's
sure.
more about only this topic. It's about audience retention. I believe that you at least need to gain audience retention. What do you think our podcast can reach audience retention? 25,
Well,
30%?
I hope we're not gonna get to nail art that quickly. I was hoping at least for like season 3 or 4, like maybe like a
I
couple years in
believe that I
advance.
believe that if we place nail
Eventually.
art, beautiful video of
Yeah.
nail
Yeah.
art
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
a background, we will have 50 plus person
Yeah.
audience
No,
retention.
but I know what you're talking about. I know that sort of like once again the quest for authenticity, the quest for real humanizing, like unifying moment is there, and I feel the nail art is just one of those things that it's so. I don't want to say stupid because I don't want to like offend a lot of people who work in that industry, but it's so seemingly simple or like unpretentious. Like you don't need to, once again, like no matter the language, no matter the culture, so like background, nails are nails, and sort of like a moment for yourself. Because one of the insights about like doing your nails is that you can't really do anything else, as far as I can tell. Never tried, but yeah, if you're painting your nails, both of your hands are busy, which is why you have to be concentrated on that thing. And the only thing left to do is to discuss some ideas and some insights. So yeah, it's one of those things that unites, I guess, us in a way, because we have nothing else to do. We have like nowhere to turn or to be distracted by. We just sort of like get together, and that's, I feel like that's the underlying sort of like audience driver, as it were, behind the trend.
It's like an approach in influencer marketing, how to keep audience retention. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've seen it on TikTok. NordVPN and their approach to TikTok sponsorships. Well, I see animation, it's eye-catchy animation. I'm just going to follow it alone without any other voice-over text. But I'm watching this animation, and automatically I'm hearing about NordVPN and what's on the market and its features. But I'm watching animation. It's wonderful. The same with nail art. You may watch this wonderful nail art videos, and at the same time you can speak about music, events, video trends, and you're right. Despite the language or even your age.
Influencer marketing, mobile gaming, a lot of those industries are they're on the verge, like they're growing and they're like extremely interesting, but not enough interesting on sort of like insightful content is going through. I feel like I, as a researcher, you as well, I'm pretty sure, Vladimir, when you do research, you find a lot of sort of like copy pasted information. Well, influencers have influencers, bloggers have followers. Like it's sort of like, yeah, yeah, sure, but then so like you're trying to find something a bit more insightful, a bit more interesting, and yeah, hopefully our podcast will provide just that.
Yeah, and this will be the next topic for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll give you some insights and in-depth, features that you will not find on YouTube. Yeah, so it will
Well,
be a
you will find this on YouTube right now because we have a
you'll find it
podcast,
easy. So
but you couldn't find this on YouTube before.
follow
Yeah,
us,
that's
follow
yeah.
us, follow Zorka.Agency on our social media, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Got it.
Yeah. So it's boom.